If you have the right system in place, you can close nearly every deal. Your chances of closing more deals will escalate. Most people don't have a system. Would you like to follow a system that will increase your closing rate, that will help you grow your business, and you'll all start to become a top sales professional and performer? I've been in sales 30 years, and I'm saying this not to brag. I'm saying this because I have a wealth of knowledge and experience, multiple industries. I can remember I started off in sales in hard times in the 80s when there was a recession, when I had to knock on doors and get past receptionists to speak to the person that would make the decision. And if I didn't sell, I didn't eat. So I had to learn really quickly. And then from my experience, then I got into looking about how can I improve sales. And then I got some training. And over the years, I've developed a system. And I don't care if you're selling something for $1 million or you're selling something for $500. It's the same system. And I know this because it works with my clients and it works and I've used it. Why is it? Because the craft system, the sales craft system, is built on conversations. It's built on you being a consultative salesperson, a trusted advisor. But it also is about people buy from people, and it's about conversations. So if you're having issues or concerns about your selling, it's not your product. Your product's probably perfect. It's the conversations that you're having. So I'm going to walk you through something which I hope will be benefit to you. So in every sale, there are 5 steps, and I have them in our book. And in each one of those steps, there's an element. And I'm going to walk you through, which in my opinion, is there's about 15 elements that you need to have for the perfect sale. So the first one is you need to have confidence, self-esteem in yourself, and you need to believe in what you're selling. Because if you don't have them, your prospect will know. So you need to be enthusiastic about what you're doing. People read you consciously or subconsciously. And when you are confident and you're going in to build rapport, people will pick that up in a couple of seconds, really. So with you having confidence, belief in what you're selling, and you know that it can help someone, you need to build rapport. And then once you've gone into the building the rapport, that's helping you build trust. That's the person going, oh, this person likes me, I like them, trust is there. They seem to be the authority, they seem to have credibility, the person seems to listen to what I'm saying, and there's building the rapport. So from building rapport, you then need to go into what you call fact-finding, blueprinting, discovery, call it what you want. But you need to go in and start asking questions and listening and offering insights and start to see the person's vision. And we call it the dominant buying motive, that there's a selection of questions and insights you need to offer to find out what the reason behind the reason of why the person is interested in your product and service. So that's the second step. Then from there, you need to go into paraphrasing. So you've listened to the person, you've taken all the information, then you paraphrase back to them what you've learned. Because when you paraphrase back to them, they are listening, going, this person's listening to me. Oh yeah, they've actually taken the time to listen to what I've said, and they understand what I need. So from there, when you do the paraphrasing, the next bridge you jump into is, hey, let me show you what we have. your solution, your offer, your car, your construction, your SaaS, whatever it may be, your finance, doesn't matter. You offer this is the solution. We have A that will show you B, and you'll get C from it. So that's creating the curiosity and people going, oh, okay, well, tell me more about it. So then what you do is you go into the bridge from there, you go into units of conviction. And units of conviction is telling big claims of what your product does or your service, giving some of the facts or features, giving some of the benefits and the real benefits. And a benefit is something that is logical, and a real benefit is something emotional, because people buy on emotions. From there, when you've given all that, you then need to show evidence, testimonials, proof, case studies, storytelling, all these things to say, hey, this is in the past, this is what people have done, this is how they're using it. Because what that does is it's building reassurance that other people have used it and they've got benefits from it. So that's another step that you're bringing in. Then when you've shown your product or your service and you give the evidence, the next thing you need to do is ask the prospect, do you like what you've seen? So I've shown you all the A, B's, and C's. Now I need to see if you like the A, B, and C's, or I've been wasting my time. So then you go in there and you start to ask questions to verify they like it. And you use trial clauses. And we try clauses in Salescraft, which it's not a clause, it's like a thermometer, and you're asking people for their opinion and so on. And if you're getting lots of green lights to go, yeah, I like it, you ask for the order and you sign them up, and then you follow on through. That's sales. But if you get a concern or an objection, you need to then find out, okay, I've got a concern, which I'd like to say that if you do all the information correctly in the fact-finding, blueprinting, discovery, you can eliminate any concerns or rejections at the end because you've answered those questions and you bring the sale closer. But say you do get a concern and it's someone trying to slow down the sale, they're unsure about the decision. You need to go, when you get that concern, you need to acknowledge it, you then need to verify it, then you need to isolate it, and you need to ask a question about it. And that could be all in one sentence. And once you've done that, once you've done that, and you go in and you've asked a question and you've found out this is the reason why they have the concern, you then loop back and you bring in another story, another benefit and real benefit. You bring in extra information that helps the person or makes the person feel at ease that they're making the right decision because the concern has been answered. Then from there, you go and you do another trial close to see if everything lines up to them. And if everything lines up, you ask for the order again. And then asking for the order, you close the deal. And then when you close the deal, you actually then have to explain what's happening next so they don't get buyer's remorse and the deal moves closely. Now, as I said, there are 5 steps into a sale, but there are 15 elements which you need to know in a sale. I've lost deals because I haven't followed those steps. And anytime I follow the steps, we land a deal. So we all can get better at what we're doing. So what I'm saying to you is that if you want to become a top sales professional, remember this: focus on what you're doing, have a system, a process, and a behavior to make it happen. And you will actually then land, close more deals. And as I say, it doesn't matter what industry you're in or the price point of what you're doing, this system works with everything. This system is Salescraft, and we have a book on it, and there's other pieces of information. There's courses on it, there's online courses, and there's also about prospecting and AI as well. So I hope this is beneficial to you. If it is, I'm glad I can help. And happy selling. Take care.